Consumerism is out of control. In the 1970s, the average American encountered about 500 ads daily. Today, it's closer to 5,000. Every ad pushes the same message: buying more leads to happiness. In 2013 alone, companies spent $171 billion to deliver this message. The average household owns 300,000 items, proving that it is effective. This obsession with consumption is problematic. We can't purchase happiness. Instead, we end up with clutter that drains our resources and distracts us from what truly matters. What's the answer? Minimalism. This growing movement appeals to those fed up with endless consumption. It's a lifestyle that embodies the idea that less is more. Decluttering isn't just about creating extra space in our homes. It's about redirecting our time, energy, and money towards what truly enriches our lives. By embracing minimalism, we can break free from the cycle of overconsumption and focus on what genuinely brings joy and fulfillment. Have you ever looked around your home and felt overwhelmed by all the stuff you have? You're not alone. Many people work tirelessly to buy the latest gadgets, only to end up feeling just as dissatisfied as before. But change is on the horizon. A new movement called minimalism is challenging mindless consumer culture and promoting a more fulfilling life. The goal is to eliminate unnecessary possessions that prevent you from focusing on what truly matters. I discovered minimalism over Memorial Day weekend in 2008. While sorting through my family's cluttered garage, a task that was supposed to be quick but turned into hours of hard work, I realized consumerism was preventing him from living his best life. I remembered other times I tried to organize his belongings, always ending up frustrated. During this moment of frustration, my neighbor stopped by and mentioned her daughter had become a minimalist. She didn't need all the things she'd owned, and this realization struck a chord. Here I was wasting time on clutter instead of spending quality moments with my family. After discussing it with my wife, I decided to start reducing their possessions. I then launched Becoming Minimalist, a blog documenting my journey towards a clutter-free life. The blog resonated with many and now has over 1 million monthly readers, inspiring thousands to embrace minimalism. In the following excerpts, we'll delve deeper into what minimalism truly means. Contrary to popular belief, it's not about depriving yourself of life's joys, but about making room for what truly matters. What comes to mind when you think of minimalism? Maybe it's sparse interiors or a lifestyle stripped of unnecessary possessions. But minimalism is not about deprivation. It's about enhancing your life by focusing on what truly matters. Consider the desire for more flexibility. Many minimalists find that decluttering their homes gives them the freedom to live and work anywhere. Take Annette Gartland, a freelance journalist who felt trapped by her possessions, especially after returning from long trips abroad. In 2013, Annette embraced minimalism. After 3 months of intense decluttering, she reduced her belongings to a few boxes, then sold her house and car. Now she enjoys a liberated, nomadic lifestyle, spending most of her time in Southeast Asia, living in shared apartments, house-sitting, and staying in hotels. You don't have to become a global nomad to experience the benefits of minimalism. It can help you appreciate what's right in front of you. For instance, when Dave and Cheryl's kids moved out, they took a road trip from Oregon to the West Coast. On the way, they listened to a podcast about minimalism that resonated with them. Their home, though beautiful, consumed more resources than necessary. Did they need that perfect couch, or could they better use that money for their family, health, and faith? Inspired, they returned home, sold half their belongings, and downsized to a smaller house across the street. This change gave Dave more time for family and church, and he even started writing. Cheryl found clarity in her legal career, deciding to specialize in mediation over litigation. These stories show how minimalism can transform lives. However, it's not a one-size-fits-all approach. Continue watching to find out how minimalism can work for you. Everywhere you look, there are ads, online, on TV, or driving through town. But how much do they really influence us? To get a grip on your spending habits, it's crucial to understand consumer culture and the role of advertising. Here's the big picture. Americans are buying more than ever. Take Anthony and Amy, for example. They always dreamed of a family vacation but never seemed to have enough money. Amy suspected their frequent Amazon purchases might be the issue. Most of their orders were small, under $40, but over 4 years, they spent more than $10,000. Their story is part of a larger trend of excessive consumerism. The average American household today owns twice as much as it did 50 years ago, with about 300,000 items per home. This surge in belongings has led to tripled home sizes and 1 in 10 people renting storage units. So, how did we end up here? Marketing and advertising play a huge role. Consider sale items. They sell more quickly than regularly priced products. JCPenney's CEO learned this the hard way. After eliminating special offers and lowering all prices, sales and profits plummeted, costing him his job. The power of advertising is evident in how much companies spend on it. In 2013, businesses spent $171 billion on advertising, clearly showing they believe in its effectiveness. Understanding the power of advertising and learning to resist its influence is a crucial step toward a minimalist lifestyle. By recognizing how ads shape our desires and spending, we can make more mindful choices and regain control over our finances. Thinking about becoming a minimalist but unsure where to begin. Sorting through all your belongings or dealing with your kids' old toys can feel overwhelming. But don't worry, there are strategies to make the transition smoother. First, be clear about why you want to embrace minimalism. What benefits are you hoping to gain? Maybe you want to save money on clothes to invest more in your career or build up savings for an early retirement. Understanding your motivations will help you stay focused and committed. Minimalism isn't just about getting rid of stuff. It's about making room for what truly matters. Ask yourself, what do I really care about? This clarity will guide your decisions as you declutter. Start by categorizing your belongings and tackling the easy-to-let-go items first. Leave the sentimental items for later when you're more comfortable with the process. For instance, I began my minimalist journey by decluttering my car. I got rid of old CDs, small toys, and unworn sunglasses, items that didn't hold much sentimental value. This small step made a big difference, leaving only the essentials like proof of insurance. By articulating your reasons and starting with the easiest items, you'll gradually make space for the things that matter most to you. So, embark on your minimalist journey today. Clear out the easy stuff and enjoy the benefits of a simpler, more focused life. Keep your treasured items and test what you can live without. So, you've let go of your least meaningful belongings. Now comes the challenging part, dealing with items of sentimental value. It's normal to worry about letting go of things tied to precious memories or to fear regret after discarding something. To tackle this, take a systematic approach to decluttering. This will help you find a minimalist lifestyle that suits you. Here are a few tips. First, go through your sentimental items and identify what's truly important. A common concern among new minimalists is what to do with their books. Parting with a cherished library can feel daunting. But remember, books don't define you. People often keep books for reasons unrelated to sentiment, like wanting to appear well-read or thinking they might need them someday. However, this mindset doesn't necessarily bring happiness. Keep your absolute favorites and donate the rest. This act of kindness can actually boost your happiness. If you're afraid of regretting your decision, try living without certain items for a while. When Courtney Carver was diagnosed with multiple sclerosis, she aimed to reduce stress to prevent her condition from worsening. She discovered that her habit of accumulating stuff was a major stressor, not a relief as she once thought. Worried about discarding something she'd miss, she began to experiment. She removed various objects from her home for a few months. If she didn't miss them, they were gone. She also applied this to her wardrobe with something she called Project 333. This involved selecting 33 items of clothing, excluding essentials like underwear, to wear over 3 months. When she realized she didn't need to store away clothes, she donated them. Many people using these strategies have found that living in an uncluttered home is possible without worrying about having nothing to wear. So, you decided to embrace minimalism, fantastic. Now, let's talk about navigating the vast oceans of consumerism in your minimalist boat. Think of yourself as the captain of this vessel. Just like steering any ship, it requires a steady hand and a clear direction. Fortunately, there are plenty of strategies to help you change your buying habits and avoid the choppy waters of consumption-driven holidays. If you struggle to resist constant buying temptations, consider taking a complete break from shopping. Take Sarah Peck, for example. An Ivy League grad with a great job in San Francisco, she often found herself with little money left at the end of the month. The culprit, her love for expensive clothes, led to regular $400 splurges. To combat this, Sarah chose her favorite wardrobe pieces and ditched the rest. Then she committed to a year-long shopping hiatus. This empowering decision freed up her time and money, which she then spent on athletics and socializing with friends. Another way to stick to your minimalist lifestyle is to be upfront about gift preferences. Minimalism doesn't mean you can't enjoy the holiday spirit. It just means you can avoid accumulating unwanted items. For instance, let your loved ones know what you'd appreciate for Christmas. Consider my experience. Initially, gift giving caused him anxiety. I didn't want to dampen the holiday mood by criticizing consumer culture, but I also didn't want useless gifts. The solution? I simply told my wife what I needed, a gym membership I'd been eyeing for a while. This thoughtful gift allowed me to focus on my health and fitness for the first time in years. If you prefer no gifts at all, suggest that your loved ones make a donation to a charity of your choice. Offering alternatives instead of outright refusing presents is a great way to set an example without causing any hard feelings. Few things are more satisfying than helping others. Unlike accumulating possessions, generosity provides lasting contentment. Consider donating your old belongings to charity instead of selling them. When me and my wife embraced minimalism and decluttered our house, we sold their old stuff on eBay and held a yard sale. We thought they'd make a good profit from all those CDs, decorations, and clothes. But after all that effort, we only made $135. This made them rethink their approach. They didn't need the money, but many people could benefit from the items they were selling. So they started donating their possessions to local charities. This turned out to be a joyous and fulfilling experience, far more rewarding than making a few bucks. Giving is a key aspect of minimalism. You can use your extra money and time to become intentionally generous. Ailey had a similar realization in 2007 when a pastor at a church retreat asked how individuals could improve the world. Allie realized her wedding ring could feed an entire village in some parts of Africa. After discussing it with her husband, she sold her ring and donated the money to a charity that drills wells in sub-Saharan Africa. This inspired her friends to do the same with their wedding rings. Today, Ally leads with this ring, the nonprofit organization providing clean drinking water to thousands. This story illustrates how rejecting endless consumerism can lead to a more fulfilling and generous life. Embracing minimalism yourself might make you wonder how to extend this lifestyle to your family, especially your kids. Minimalism in parenting isn't just about saying no to new toys. It's about teaching your children healthy consumption habits early on. This involves setting boundaries. Here's my approach with my daughter. She had as many toys as she wants, as long as they fit in her closet. The same rule applies to her art supplies. They must fit into a plastic container under her bed. This method helps her make choices about what she truly values and needs. Show your children the benefits of these boundaries. For instance, by not overbuying, you can save money for meaningful family experiences like vacations, which are far more valuable than a new toy. Patience is key when introducing minimalism to your family. Everyone may not embrace it as quickly as you do. I can recall an email from a new minimalist who was frustrated with her husband's reluctance to change. She even considered divorce. I reminded her that minimalism aims to bring people closer, not drive them apart. Patience and understanding are essential. Creating a minimalist family is a gradual process. The goal is to lead by example and gently guide your loved ones, not force a new lifestyle upon them. Take it slow, be patient, and focus on the benefits that come with less clutter and more meaningful experiences. Thanks for watching. Before you go, let's talk about something really important. Despite the fact that we frequently believe we are immune to advertisements, larger trends in consumption have a significant impact on our purchasing decisions. One of the best ways to combat this is by embracing minimalism. But don't worry, it doesn't mean you have to adopt an extreme lifestyle. Instead, minimalism is about being more generous with your time and resources, setting boundaries for your kids, and focusing your time and money on what truly matters to you. Here's some actionable advice to get started. Tackle those 2-minute tasks right now. Clutter often builds up because we procrastinate. Instead of making a long to-do list, just go ahead and complete those small jobs immediately. Wash the dishes right after using them, or put your clothes in the laundry bin instead of letting them pile up. These little actions can make a big difference. Remember, it's all about making small changes that lead to a more fulfilling and less cluttered life. Got feedback? We love to hear about our content. Just share your thoughts and book recommendations in the comments section below. Be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to get notified about the latest video. Thank you, and have a great day.